Hey guys, it's Janie. Welcome back to the Crafting Bookworm. Today I have a book haul for you. Okay, welcome back. Welcome new subscribers. Thanks to all of you for your continued support. Whether you're here for books or crafts, I appreciate each and every one of you. I have my grandson. He's out and he's taking a nap right now, so I thought it was the opportune time to get this book haul done. So let's get started. The first one we got here is Jesus Calling. This is a devotional. I was talking to my son last week, I guess, and he said he thinks he could probably really use a devotional. So they had it up there at the used bookstore. We go to Recycled Books in Denton, Texas, and they had this one, so I picked it up. I also have Jesus Calling, but mine is a purple one, and they are different devotions, so I don't know what the difference is, if it's just, different times they printed it, or what the reasoning would be behind it. But I really like this. It's got this nice embossed spine on it. It's a really, really pretty devotional. So I got that for him. The next one we got here is Faking with Benefits by Lily Gold. Let me go ahead and read this synopsis to you since there's not that many books. It says, "My name is Layla Thompson and I am undateable. Seriously, I'm 28. I've never had a boyfriend. And with my 30s rapidly approaching, I'm starting to lose patience. Lucky for me, I have 3 best friends who are eager to help hone my dating skills. There's Zach, the huge ex-rugby player, Josh, the sweet boy next door, and Luke, the silver-haired divorcee, who also happens to be my old professor. After a bad date leaves me crying on their shoulders, the 3 men are determined to help me find a guy. Together, they agree to be my practice boyfriends and come up with a lesson plan packed with fake dates, makeout sessions, classes on flirty texting. In return, I just have to make an appearance on the Relationship Advice podcast once a week. Easy. But as my lessons become more and more intense, we soon find ourselves getting in too deep. The guys have been teaching me how to get a boyfriend, and now it's time I put their lessons to the test." So there's that one. Okay, the next one we've got here is Lucky Leap Day by Anne Marie Walker. And this one says, after one too many whiskeys, fledgling screenwriter Kara Kennedy takes a page out of someone else's script when she gets caught up in the Irish tradition of women proposing on Leap Day. She thought she might have dreamed it all until she wakes up the next morning with a hot guy in her bed, tinfoil ring on her finger. Her flight is in 4 hours, her clothes are all over the room, and she has the most important meeting of her career in exactly 2 days. The best thing to do is to pack her bags and figure things out along the way. Back in the States, Finn McGuire and his lovable dog accompany Kara to LA, where Finn spends his days going on auditions, his nights charming his new bride, but Finn is just another aspiring actor after Kara's Hollywood connections. With limited time on his tourist visa, Finn and Kara must figure out if their love and marriage is real before the holiday honeymoon comes to an end. So yeah, there's that one. The next one we've got here is The Ink Black Heart, and this is by Robert Galbraith. I've talked about this before. This is a pseudonym of J.K. Rowling, and this is like book number 5, so I'm not going to read the synopsis on this one. It might be book 6. I've read the first 3 books, and that's where I thought it was going to end. And then, yeah, this would be book 6, I think. And all these new ones keep popping up, and they are huge books. So, I guess we'll see. The next ones we got here is Hookshot, Blackshot by Kennedy Ryan. These 2 books right here are sporting romances. I'm not going to read the synopsises on these because they are in part of a series. I'm pretty sure, though, they're going to be different characters from the story that is in different books. So, got those 2. My husband found this one for me. This is The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu. I really like Marie's writing. This one, I believe, is a standalone. There was nothing listed as being a book of a series, so let's see. Born with a gift for music, Nanner Mozart has just one wish: to be remembered forever. But even as she delights audiences with her masterful playing, she has little hope she'll ever become the acclaimed composer she longs to be. She is a young woman in the 18th century Europe, and that means composing is forsaken to her. She will perform only until she reaches a marriageable age, but her tyrannical father has made that much clear. As Nannerl's hope grows dimmer with each passing year, the talents of her beloved youngest brother, Wolfgang, only seem to shine brighter. His brilliance begins to eclipse her own until one day a mysterious stranger from a magical land appears with an irresistible offer. He has the power to make her wish come true, but his help may cost her everything. In her first work of historical fiction, the #1 New York Times bestselling author Marie Lu spins a lush, lyrical told story of music, magic, and the unbreakable bond between a brother and a sister. I can't talk today, you guys, apparently. So, what I noticed in here, first of all, this is a Owl Crate book, because there's a letter right here from Marie Lu. And then also, it is signed. It's also signed. Now usually, oh, I just flung that out of there. It does say on the book signed, and they charge $10 for it, but usually they charge more for a signed book than that. Usually their hardback young adult books are around $8, $9. So I thought that was a treat, only being $10, and it's signed. And then we got one more book here, Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. This is the author of All the Light We Cannot See, which I have not read yet. I'm not even sure I have that book. But let's go ahead and read the synopsis on this one. This one says, set in Constantinople in the 15th century in a small town in present-day Idaho, and on an interstellar ship decades from now, Anthony Doerr's gorgeous third novel is a triumph of imagination and compassion. A soaring story about children on the cusp of adulthood in worlds in peril, who find resilience, hope, and a book. In Cloud Cuckoo Land, Doerr has created a magnificent tapestry of times and places that reflects our vast interconnectedness with other species and each other, with those who lived before us and with those who will be here after we're gone. 13-year-old Anna, an orphan, lives inside the formidable walls of Constantinople. I'm not even sure if I'm pronouncing that right. In a house of women who makes their living embroidering the robe of priests. Restless, insatiably curious, Anna learns to read, and in this ancient city, famous for its library, she finds a book, the story of Ethan, who longs to be turned into a bird so that he can fly to a utopian paradise in the sky. This she reads to her ailing sister as the walls of the only place she has known are bombarded in the great sledge of the Constantinople. Outside the walls is Omer, a village boy miles from home, conscripted with his beloved oxen into the invading army. His path and Anna's will cross. 500 years later, in the Library of Idaho, octogenarian Zeno, who learned Greek as a prisoner of war, rehearses 5 children in a play adaptation of Ethan's story, preserved against all odds through centuries. Tucked among the library shelves is a bomb planted by a troubled, idealistic teenager, Seymour. This is another siege, and in a not-so-distant future, on the interstellar ship, Argos Constance is alone in a vault, copying the scraps of sacking the story of Ethan, told to her by her father. She has never set foot on our planet. So, this is one of those stories that there's several stories in the book, and they all can interconnect at some point in the story, and I love books like that. So that was why I picked this one up. It's a beautiful book. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we'll see about that one. But that's all the books that I have to show you guys. Let me know down in the comments if you've read any of these books that I talked about today. You know, you can let me know, what you thought of them, but no spoilers for them, please. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.